Hey everybody, welcome to the TIVANshow. We are out here to Jerry the Muffler Man's house, private range, and we've got our HM Defense. Let you guys know this is weapon 50. We're still working on 49, and Captain Obvious got weapon 50, and Jerry the Muffler Man got weapon 51. So 52.
51. He's
yeah, he got 51, 52. Say hi, Captain Obvious.
What's up?
There he is. Say hi, Jerry, Muffler Man.
Yeah, hey.
He says hey. There we go. What we're going to do, guys, we've only shot this with 168 grain, and HM Defense sent me a message and said that they're having really good groups with like their 150, 155 grain. So what we did is we've got some various different rounds here. We've got some 308 by MFS. This is a 145 grain. We've got some PNC. This is a 147 grain. And this is some Winchester, 150 grain. And then we've got some Hornady, 168 grain. Now this is matched ammo for this one. And then we've got some Federal Premium, 175 grain. And we've got some Remington, 180 grain. We've got some targets set down at right at 100 yards. I'm going to squeeze off 5 rounds of each one, and then Jerry one behind the camera is going to squeeze off 5 of each one. The Captain Obvious is going to squeeze off 5 rounds, and then Jerry's going to squeeze off 5 rounds. And then we're going to go down and look at our groupings and see which one that's doing the best for us. So, is everybody ready? 308. Now, I do believe this is steel casing. Go on, line those up for me there, Captain. All these are steel casings. So.
Hey.
Yeah, just leave it on. Oh, I'm gonna put the rounds in there, dude.
Let my table and load them in the mag. Where's your other mag at?
I just going to use it on. It's in there. All right. Now, these are a steel case. Cheap rounds. 1, 2, 3.
Depends on who's paying for them.
Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 George. All right.
I want to put all of them.
All right, we're going to go with 5 rounds here of the what brand? No, I need to know what brand it is. All right, we're going to go with the MFS.
That was easy to read.
Yeah, 145 grain steel casing, and see how that works out. All right, our next 5 rounds are going to be the PMC 147 grain. 5 rounds. This is also a brass jacket. Let me know when you're ready, Chip. Alright, now we're going to run 5 rounds of 150 grain 308 7.62 by 51 by Winchester. Oh, these are a brass with lead tips. As you guys also see, we are not angling our weapon down. We are just right off the bipod. All right, guys. Now we're going to run a Hornady ammunition. This is a 168 grain. I'm going to run 5 rounds. I'm going to insert the audio of the targets down there, and then we'll show you guys of each individual 1, 4, 5. Now these are a polymer tip round. These are the rounds that we were using out to Max Torque's house when we were shooting the teddy bear and blew up the car. That was a good day. All right, here we go. All right, Jerry. Okay. I cannot see without my glasses. All right, now we're going to run the Remington. These are a 100 and... Oh, we're going to stay with the Federal. We're going to get right in group. These are the Federal Premium. This is 175 grain, and then we'll go to the 180s. These are also a hollow point. Let's go. All right, now we're going to run the Remington 180 grain. And then as soon as we fire these 5, we'll go down and eyeball. And then we're going to switch over and let Cherry take a shot.
Why don't we let
Captain, your service is needed, sir.
Hey, why don't we let her shoot?
I need to go down and verify the targets first. I need to go look at the targets first. All right, here we go. Remington, 180 grain.
I'm filming, so
Oh, my
you wanted to talk.
Give me 1 second.
You drew a dick.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and break it down here. Be aware that we do have, there's really no wind like within the first 25 foot of the target, but up on the hill up there, we got anywhere between 10 and maybe about an 18 mile an hour downforce wind because we're in a big valley over here. But this here is the 145 grain. And we were sitting center mass right here, so I had 2, and then these ones, and then the 147 grain by PMC. We had all 5 of them, all right here within the group. That's probably 2.5, 3 inches or so. And then the 150 grain Winchester, center mass, and then right here, so that's probably 4 inch or so. I'm really impressed with the 147 at 100 yards. These ones right here are the Hornady 168. This was our center mass. Now,
Move your
do what?
your hand.
Okay,
You're holding your thing in front of everything.
that's fine. And then on this one right here was the 175 by Federal, and this was our center mass. And then we had 4, and then the one drop right there. That's probably 3.5, about 3.5 inches. These are 4 inch wide, so that's about 3 inch. And then on the 180 grain Remington, we had the 4 right here center mass, and I know for a fact I pulled on that one right there. So, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna line up and let Cherry Wine. She's going to shoot 5 of each kind of rounds and see what she can do on each target. So, stand by.
What's up, Timmy? What you doing? Huh? Woo, woo, woo.
Hey, it's Captain Obvious. Sad to admit, this is my shot groups. First time shooting a weapon, get familiar with it. New scope, no more excuses. I suck. Anyway, this is my 145. This is 147. This is a 150. And granted, it's windy. This 168. This 175. But 175, I got 3 of them in the same hole. That's pretty good shot grouping out right there. I don't know if I was just getting better or the ammunition was pretty good. And then we got 180 grain right there. 180 grains blown some pretty spectacular holes in there. All in all, it's a pretty good weapon. Pretty good weapon. Well, I seem to have better luck with 175 grain than I do 168. So, and a lot of it was me moving and not being familiar with the weapon. So, peace out.
All right.
I'm Jerry the Muffler Man, and here's what we shot in our groups. It's 145 MFS. 2 there. Here. Here. Number 2 is 147 PMC. There.
Had a wild one, okay.
And number 3 is Winchester 150 grain. Here. And the next is 168 Hornaday. I thought shot a tighter pattern.
I think he tagged his ear on that one.
Yeah. Other than that, it had been all clean headshots. And 175 Federals. Here, 2 of them right in there. So that's pretty close.
Yes, sir.
And then last but not least, 180 grain Remington.
Wow, you did good with the 180s.
Yeah, I like the 180.
You like that little bit of extra punch.
Yeah. But I think I was getting the weapon dialed in more.
Right. Now, Jerry the Muffler Man does shoot left-handed, so the sight was a little off, and he had at least a 35-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go up and get Cherry 1. Hey everybody, welcome to the Time Show. We're right here with HM Defense weapon today with the 308. On our last videos, we did a series of ammo throughout the weapon to see which ones was the best. We're going to try this one right here. I'm going to try a full 20 rounds of 150 grains of Aquila. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then with that 20 round group, we're going to go down and see how I do with all 20 rounds. We're going to be on the left target, dead center. And we have our Gen 3 mag pull magazine here. This is a hollow point round, I think. Nope, this is a solid round, so no hollow points on this one. All right, we got about a 35 mile-an-hour wind down here, so we're hoping that it's not really going to affect us, but I think it is. So here we go. See how I did? I know the first 2 were like massive flyers. But like I said, guys, we're right off the bipod. We're not on a fixed structure or anything. I mean, if we would have mounted the gun down. But we've got probably about a 30-mile-an-hour crosswind. So let's go check it out and see how we did. Yeah, them first 2. All right, guys, we are down range with our HM Defense 150 grain rounds. This one right here was the first shot. I was aiming here, and that was the second shot. And then I kind of settled back in and got my bearings. And then I was all over through here down, but the majority of them, I mean, that's not too bad for 20 rounds. That's probably 12-inch group at 100 yards. Still need to zero it in a little bit because I was aiming through the first hole. I got the crosshairs, and then there's a hole, and a hole. And then I started using the first circle and we were dropping them in right here. So, big shout out to HM Defense, everybody down there. Thanks for kindly. Awesome weapon. I do think the 168's Hornady Days is the best round. I really like the 175 as well, but the 168's I just think is the better round for the gun. So, thanks everybody for coming, hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and retweet. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.